My time was fought and then years for nothing. Would I ever be free from the never-ending line where I moored my soul and I watch it go? This is Business of Dreams on WFMU.
The Oregon School Activities Association welcomes you to this broadcast of an OSAA U.S. Bank Les Schwab Tires State Championship event. U.S. Bank is proud to celebrate its 33rd year of supporting OSAA state championships. Les Schwab Tires celebrating more than 55 years of pride in performance. We hope you enjoy today's championship event.
Driving up and down the lane, driving ourselves insane. Why don't we go for a ride tonight? Past the Shakespeare Bridge, all along the ridge. Why don't we go for a ride tonight? The concrete river runs dry, late to either sky. Go for a ride tonight.
you for tuning in to Wilsonville Broadcast Network. I'm Anthony.
And I'm Brandon.
And we'd like to welcome you to the OSAA Les Schwab Championship Series for 5A girls. This matchup is between the Wilsonville Wildcats and the Crater Comets.
This should be a very interesting game, with both records being very good at 20-5 for the Crater Comets and 20-4 for the Wilsonville Wildcats. It looks like Wilsonville will start off with the ball.
Wilsonville notorious for their 5A motion, or for their 5-motion offense.
Yes, and
coming into this one.
Pace, crashing, fast break. And on the Crater side, it seems like they try to play it a little bit slower and feed it into their big girls.
First bucket coming from Wilsonville, Sydney Guthridge.
And out to the turnover on Crater Comets, Wilsonville ball. Wilsonville starting up with their amazing full court press to really get things sped up.
Yeah, that's something Wilsonville really likes to do right out the gate. Just run that full court press and try to get the ball game in their favor right off the bat. This one, a number 8 versus number 9 ranked playing game.
And that foul was on number 20. Maya Van Hook.
Tegan McNamee 0 for 2 at the line. Clean block by Wilsonville's Reese Tim. It's going to be Crater ball under the basket.
The three-point attempt, number 31. Ellis. Great bucket by number 20, Maya Van Hook. And a great block.
Crater quickly trying to flip the pace of this game. Wilsonville started out really strong with their just really fast-paced defense, and Crater turning it right back on them.
And it looks like both teams are trying the full court press, trying to speed up this game. And a three-point attempt by number 5, Reese Tim. And a great fight for the ball, and Wilsonville picks it up. But Maya Van Hook right there for the steal.
Rebound by Reese Tim, Wilsonville pushing up court. Tegan McNamee pull-up jumper, no good. But a steal yet again by Sydney Guthridge. Wilsonville with the layup, and no good. That's something Wilsonville's really struggled with lately. That inside game has not been in their favor the last couple games.
Yeah, that's going to be something to look for to keep them in this game today. Another three-point attempt by Nekia Ellis. It's no good. Wilsonville ball. And Wilsonville is bringing it up the floor. Crater again with their full court press.
Crater has overall been one of the better teams in 5A the last couple years, making it past the walk-in game the last 7 to get to Gill Coliseum.
Wow. And Wilsonville is trying to look for their first appearance at Gill since 2012. Should be a very hard-fought battle.
Really going to come down just to who wants it more this game. Two teams very close in records and play style.
And so far, very close. No one's really budging on the defensive end, which both teams are very great at during this season, with them allowing almost the same amount of points, with Crater average doing 997 points allowed and Wilsonville doing 995.
Just a 2-point differential there.
And that's really led to their great records this season.
Wilsonville overall the better scoring team though, with almost 200 points more than Crater.
And that was a great bucket by number 5, Reese Tim. And Crater carries the ball.
early on, it's looking like this is going to be a hard-fought defensive game rather than an offensive game like Wilsonville likes to run.
Great steal by number 24, Sydney Gray.
And right after that steal, Tegan McNamee with the foul on the reach-in foul behind half court, so Crater's going to take it out under the basket yet again. Wilsonville coming in with that full court press.
It looks like there's a timeout on the court.
Timeout was by Crater.
So far this game's been very close. Both teams full court pressing, which is really leading to a fast-paced game. And both teams are not finishing very well at the rim, but that should change by the end of the game. I think it's just that beginning game jitters that both teams are going to have.
Oh yeah, for sure. Both teams coming out really just trying to put their heart into it and get to that next round, because both teams very hard fought all season, and Wilsonville looking for their first appearance in 6 years. That's really motivating them right now. Looks like both teams leaving in their starters.
And it looks like they're looking for a lot of post game, but it doesn't look like they're trying to go in. But
Wilsonville with the fast break attempt, but Reese Tim loses that there. Wilsonville resetting their offense.
Great rebound by number 20, Maya Van Hook, and she goes coast to coast with a great finish for two, bringing the score back to a tied ball game.
Number 20 for Crater, Maya Van Hook, has been a real showstopper for a Crater so far.
Doing everything on both ends. And the mid-range jumper is no good. Rebounded by number 35, Alexis Woodard.
One of Wilsonville's favorite shots throughout the season is that corner three-pointer, and we haven't really seen much of it this game.
And it looks like Crater was already out of bounds, and it'll be Wilsonville ball. And Crater's back into the full court press.
Look out for the subs to be a big role in this game. Both teams full court pressing. They ought to get tired at some point.
Oh, great block by number 31, Nekia Ellis.
Three-pointer by number 21, Mackenzie Ryerson from Crater.
A great mid-range jumper by Tegan McNamee, assisted by Sydney Guttridge. And right back with a steal
by Sydney Burns. Sydney Guttridge with the floater, no good, but she gets her own rebound back up, no.
Crater's off to the races.
Maya Van Hook with the layup, and good. Maya Van Hook with 6 of 9 of Crater's points so far.
It looks like Crowder is allowing that inside pass, but when Wilsonville gets the ball in there, they really collapse on them and make it really hard for them to finish.
Yeah, that's something Wilsonville's going to need to adjust to if they want to be effective in this one.
It's like
Crater moving the ball a lot more this possession than they have on other ones, slowing down the game.
Great cut by number 24, Sydney Gray. Amazing pass by number 31, Nekia Ellis.
Hagen McNamee with the scoop under and in.
And it looks like Crater early on is doing a very great job at getting into the hoop. And again, number 20, Maya Van Hook. Wow.
Really been effective in this one so far. Look for her to keep that pace up all game.
And traveling on number 30, Kate Lahib. And it looks like it was a timeout, Wilsonville, their first of the half. And the early leading scorers for each team. For Crater, we have number 20, Maya Van Hook with 8. And then for Wilsonville, we have Tegan McNamee with 4. Both doing a amazing performance so far.
Yeah, Wilsonville with really even scoring throughout the team so far. But Crater really relying on Maya Van Hook.
Yeah, she's just had her way already so far. Just dribbling by people, getting on the fast break. And we'll just see if Wilsonville can adjust to it.
Yeah, she's really going to be the one to look for this game and give Wilsonville the most trouble out of anyone on that team.
And if you're just tuning in, the score is 13-8. Crater leads with 1 minute and 23 seconds left. And it'll be Crater ball outside the timeout.
One of the more faster-paced games I've seen from Wilsonville in this first quarter so far.
And it looks like Wilsonville made substitutions. Number 24, Jessica Klassen, and number 14, Amelia Bishop. And
Jessica Klassen, one of the only senior on Wilsonville. They really look for her leadership throughout the game to get things done.
And Wilsonville's changing it up on defense to a quick 2-3 zone, something you really don't see often from them.
If you're going to try something new, now's the time. It's a fumble by Amelia Bishop on that one. It's going to be Crater ball. Wilsonville switching up that full court press. Only one man up now.
They had to adjust. It just wasn't doing the job that it wanted to.
Yeah, those fast breaks from Maya Van Hook really killing them.
Great mid-range shot by number 14, Eliza Idiart. And a quick steal by number 21, Mackenzie Ryerson.
Floater and air ball. Sydney Guthridge with the rebound. Cross court to Reese Tim. No good on the fast break. That's something they've really struggled with in their later games. Those fast breaks have not worked in their favor.
Great hustle.
Great hustle by Sydney Guthridge on that one. Crater right off the bat into the corner. And another three for number 21, Mackenzie Ryerson. That's her second of the quarter. That'll end the quarter.
The score is 18-8. Crater leads. And we'll be right back to you after this quarter.
And we're back. If you're just tuning in, I'd like to thank you for joining us here at Wilsonville Broadcast Network for the streaming of Crater versus Wilsonville Wildcats in the 5A State Girls Championship. Right off the bat, another three-point attempt from number 21, Mackenzie Ryerson out of Crater.
She's been really hitting it this game early on, and that could help them win. 2
for 4 so far. But Jessica Clausen answers back with the three of her own after the quarter-ending one by Mackenzie Ryerson.
And it seems like Wilsonville in the second quarter is starting to jump out to a really aggressive
Starting out
defense.
Quick. Reese Tim pokes the ball loose, but it'll be out of bounds, and Crater's going to keep it. Tegan McNamee checking in for Wilsonville for Reese Tim.
Seems like Crater is doing a very good job at moving the ball around and finding those open people inside the paint.
Just like that, they find Maya Van Hook on the inside, and she's going to be fouled. Foul's going to be on number 14, Amelia Bishop. Van Hook at the line for 2. First one, no good.
And it looks like another substitution. Number 22, Sydney Guttridge, in for number 13, Sydney Burns. And the second one is good, bringing her total to 9 points for the game. And Jessica Clausen off with the 3. Great hustle for the rebound, but it will be Crater basketball.
Jessica Clausen actually the third leader in three-point percentage in the state for 5A, shooting about 40% this season.
Wow, that's a very good number in any competitive basketball.
Wilsonville really pushing up that intensity on defense, trying to get anything they can out of Crater. Maya Van Hook with the drive and a travel. It's going to be Wilsonville ball.
And Crater continuing their full court press. Aggressive play by number 21, Mackenzie Ryerson, and it costs her her first foul of the half.
Both teams doing really well staying out of foul trouble. That's something really surprising when you have two teams just giving it their all on defense, playing such a fast pace.
Inside to Amelia Bishop.
Right out to Tegan McNamee for 3. No good, and she's fouled.
And the foul is on number 21, Mackenzie Ryerson, her second. Tegan McNamee at the line shooting 3.
Tegan McNamee good on the first. Good on the second as well. She'll have one more here at the line. Reese Tim checking in for Wilsonville. Amelia Bishop checking out. No good on the third. Crater with the rebound. Quickly trying to push it up court, not giving Wilsonville a chance to get in their defensive set. Wilsonville adjusts. What a block by Sydney Guthridge. Wilsonville with the ball, pushing it up court. Jessica Clausen cross court to Reese Tim, and resetting their offense. Jessica Clausen for 3, good!
Another three-pointer for Jessica Clausen, bringing her total to 6 and the leading scorer for Wilsonville.
Crater answers right back with the layup.
2 performers off each bench. Number 14, Eliza Idiart for Crater, and number 24, Jessica Klaas for Wilsonville, have been a very great spark off the bench for both teams, contributing very early.
For sure, like I said earlier, the bench is really going to be a crucial part in this game. Both teams playing such a fast pace, they're going to need those subs to keep it going. And a 3 by number 14, Eliza Idiart for Crater.
And it looks like Wilsonville early on is really trying to get the ball into Tegan McNamee on the block and inside the paint.
Foul's going to be on number 14, Eliza Idiart. That's her 3rd this game. First this game. Sorry. Kayla Heave checked in for Jessica Klassen there as well.
That's a 5-second violation on the Wildcats. Great defense by the Comets.
And a steal by Sydney Guthridge. Good! Wilsonville really needed that after that 5-second call. But Crater answering right back with the fast break. Maya Van Hook goes up, no good, but she'll get 2 shots here at the line.
That was a very great inbounds play. Wilsonville pressured too much, and they just threw it right over the top.
Foul's going to be on number 30, Kayla Heap for Wilsonville. First shot, good. Maya Van Hook 2 for 3 at the line this game. She'll have 1 more here. Second one good as well. Sydney Burns for 3, good for Wilsonville.
That was a very big bucket for the Wildcats.
For sure. It seems like every time Crater gets on their little run, Wilsonville just answers back, and a steal by Sydney Burns.
And a quick timeout by the Crater Comets. They did not want this getting out of hand, with Wilsonville bringing that pressure right then. And that was a very big shot as of late for the Wildcats. Most of their early buckets were in the paint, and now they're expanding out, which is very hard to guard.
Just a crazy turn of events there by Sydney Burns, a freshman, by the way, starting here for Wilsonville for the first time this season.
And with Crater going on a slight run there, that was a very big play for the Wildcats.
Yeah, we're halfway through the second quarter here. Crater just up 3 points. Their largest lead of the game being 8.
And Wildcats are back in that full court pressure. Great split by number 14, Eliza Idiart.
Crater cross-court pass for the fast break, but blocked by Sydney Guthridge. Oh, but a foul by Wilsonville.
That was a very great way to break the press, throw it right over the top. Wilsonville again being too aggressive and had to bite the bullet for it.
That foul going to be on number 30, Kayla Heap for Wilsonville, second of the game. First free throw good by Alexis Woodard. Number 24, Jessica Klassen checking in for Kayla Heap for Wilsonville. Second one no good, but Crater rebounds that free throw.
Looks like they're trying to hit number 20, Maya Van Hook, in the paint.
Wilsonville picking up that intensity on defense. Looks like it's going to be a steal by Reese Tim, but it's tied up with the jump ball.
And it'll be Wilsonville basketball. And a substitution. Number 44, Avery Young, in for number 20, Maya Van Hook.
Wilsonville really putting the game with their pace here. This is how they like to play with that mid-range jumper by Sydney Guthridge. Good.
This is a very loud atmosphere. Both sides are really into the game, cheering their team on. And it looks like it was a blocking call on number 5, Reese Tim, sending Sydney Gray to the line for 2.
Yeah, really tough call there. Little backlash from the crowd, but sometimes you got to make those tough calls. Sydney Gray makes the first one at the line. She'll have one more here. Makes the second as well. Jessica Clausen for 3. No good. Crater with the rebound.
And they're up the court over to number 31 in the corner.
Number 35, Alexis Woodard, really killing it inside for Crater. No real competition from Wilsonville. Crater moving it around the outside quite a bit. Three-point attempt no good as well. Reese Tim with the rebound.
Try to go for the long ball, but it was a little bit overthrown by the Wildcats.
Wilsonville going back to that original full-court press, man-to-man. They've been going with the zone full-court press lately.
Great shot by Avery Young. And now Crater's going into a 2-3 zone.
Jessica Clausen for 3, no good.
Rebounded by Avery Young. Great take by Eliza Idiart, but just couldn't finish in the end. And it goes out of bounds off Crater, Wilsonville basketball.
That's been a tough aspect for both teams. That inside is just clogged up so much, there's really nothing they can do about it.
And it looks like Crater has went out of their full court press and just sat back in a 2-3 zone. Let's see if this change can really affect the ball game for the Wildcats.
Kayla Heeb and Amelia Bishop both checking in for Wilsonville, trying to get a little bit of an inside presence. Sydney Guthridge driving a floater yet again, and it's good.
And that brings Sydney Guthridge's total to 8 points and the leading scorer for the Wildcats.
Now that has been Sydney Guthridge's favorite shot this game, that little floater.
Mid-range shot no good by Sydney Gray. And Wilsonville is right back with it. Great block by Avery Young.
Inside to Amelia Bishop, no good, and Crater with that rebound. Clock winding down in the second quarter, just 22 seconds left. Crater ball. Slowing it down, trying to run down this clock for last shot here in this half. With Reese Tim with the steal. Sydney Burns recovers, and another layup by Wilsonville. Just 2-point game, 7 seconds left. And a travel by number 35, Alexis Woodard for Crater. Wilsonville's going to have the ball with 2.5 seconds left here in the half, just a 2-point game.
I'll see if Wilsonville can end this half with a little bit more momentum and try to tie this ball game up. It looks like it was out off the Crater Comets. Wildcat ball.
Just 0.7 seconds left. They're going to need to get off a shot real quick. Inside to Amelia Bishop, but she loses it. That'll be the half. We'll be right back right after this halftime break. Final score at half, Crater 31, Wilsonville 29.
All right, one more. Oh, a small and skinny girl in an upside-down old world with a less than pretty face. Got used to second place till one day she grew tired and flew from a house that wasn't home to the family she'd known. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. With a boy the way things were, she was flattered that he'd won her, and so much did she depend on him that come the end. She only grew sad and withdrew from a world that would not let her feel joy without regret. But 2 weeks stood in the tears, and her awkwardness disappeared, and the lady she became, who'd not believe she was that plain girl. She grew and she grew, she grew and she grew, she grew and she grew.
At Les Schwab Tires, we're drivers just like you. We merge, we get stuck in traffic, we go on road trips, and we know what it means to truly rely on your car, which is why we do everything we can to make things right with you and your vehicle. From checking your brakes for free to patching up a flat when you need it. So if that sounds good to you, well, we're right there with you. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
When you save money, you should be rewarded. And with the Start Smart Savings Program from U.S. Bank, you are. Like this.
I buy everything on sale.
You deserve a reward.
I don't go to the movies. I act them out.
Rewards. With the Start Smart Savings Program, you could earn rewards. Call 855-236-SAVE. Visit a branch or visit usbank.com/startsmart. U.S. Bank, the power of possible. Conditions and eligibility requirements apply. New customers only. For complete program details, see a banker or visit usbank.com/startsmart. Deposit products offered by U.S. Bank National Association, member FDIC.
Driving up and down the lane, driving ourselves insane. Why don't we go for a ride tonight? Past the Shakespeare Bridge, all along the ridge. Why don't we go for a ride tonight? The concrete river runs dry, late to either sky. Go for a ride tonight.
If you're just tuning in, we'd like to thank you for joining us here at Wilsonville Broadcast Network. Want to welcome you guys to the OSAA Les Schwab 5A Championships for girls.
Between the Crater Comets and the Wilsonville Wildcats.
It's been a really fast-paced game so far for both teams. Crater coming out in the second half, starting with the ball.
And an early foul on Sydney Guttridge for the Wildcats. Her first.
Crater taking it under the basket. Straight into Maya Van Hook, goes up, no good. But Crater rebounds it on their own and misses that one too. Wilsonville with the rebound over to Tegan McNamee in the corner, but that three's no good.
And quickly up to Alexis Woodard.
Number 20, Maya Van Hook for Crater has been a really crucial part of their offense this game.
She's been really into the paint, finding those gaps in the defense and capitalizing on the And Alexis Woodard with a great hustle play, and Crater retains the possession.
Crater inbounding. One of the longer possessions of the game.
And it looks like it's Wilsonville ball.
Refs are gonna stop the play really quick. Looks like the ball's a little wet on the court. Dry that off before they get going. It's gonna be Wilsonville ball. Crater starting the half with just one man back on their full court press. Both teams switching back and forth from that whole man-to-man press and a zone press.
And it looks like it was a double dribble on Kayla Heap. And quickly into Alexis Woodard, who brings the ball out. Good shot by Sydney Gray, rebounded by Sydney Guttridge.
Wilsonville trying to get that fast break bucket, but Tegan McNamee goes in on that Euro step and good. Ties it up here for Wilsonville. Tough call there. Foul's going to be on number 13, Sydney Burns for Wilsonville. Crater's going to have the ball underneath their basket. Crater inbounds. Cross court. Crater with the corner three by number 31, Nikaya Ellis.
Maya Man Hook with the steal.
Fast break layup is good.
Great finish. Bringing her total up to 13 points.
Reese Tim in the corner for three and good.
And Crater right back to him.
It's going to be a charging foul on number 21, Mackenzie Ryerson for Crater. Wilsonville's going to get the ball underneath their basket. Just a one-point game here with 5 minutes and 18 seconds left in the third.
And that is a very crucial foul, bringing it to her number 3, bringing in number 22, Presley Robinson.
Both teams playing an inside-out offense this half. Sydney Guthridge with another one of her floaters hits, and she'll go to the line for one more. Wilsonville with their first lead since the first quarter.
And it looks like the foul was on Maya Van Hook, her second of the ball game. And this looks like Wilsonville's first lead, with the score being 36-35.
Sydney Guthridge at the line. And she hits. Crater's gonna get the ball into the basket. Wilsonville coming out with their man-to-man full court press. And a steal by Tegan McNamee. Layup, no good. Sydney Burns gets the rebound. Resets the offense for Wilsonville.
Looks like Wilsonville is still continuing their dribble drive pass out offense.
Sydney Guthridge for three, no good, but Reese Tim saves the ball before it goes out of bounds. Right back out to Sydney Guthridge with the floater, no good. And another missed attempt by Wilsonville.
And Crater comes out with the board, and it looks like it was out off Wilsonville. Crater retains the possession.
Really high energy from both crowds, something we really haven't seen this season.
Yes, it's a very big game for both squads, and you can really see it with how they're playing this third quarter.
A really fast-paced game, great momentum. Crater with the corner three, no good. They'll get their own rebound. Second chance points, something neither team has been able to execute very well, but if they could, it would be really crucial. Something they need to look to turn around if they really want to get ahead in this game.
And it was a foul on the Wildcats. And the foul was on number 5, Reese Tim, her third of the ball game, sending Sydney Gray to the line for two.
Sydney Gray will hit the first. Jessica Klassen and Amelia Bishop checking in for Wilsonville for Reese Tim and Tegan McNamee. Wilsonville really bringing in Amelia Bishop, trying to get that inside presence that they haven't really seen this game.
And
Cross court to Jessica Klassen with the layup, no good. Crater will get that rebound.
That's something both teams have been very good at this game, though.
Maya Van Hook with the drive and good.
They've been both very good at pushing the pace, even off a made bucket, to get right back into the bucket.
Jessica Klassen, great pump fake in a drive. She'll be fouled and go to the line for two. Foul's going to be on number 31, Nikaya Ellis. First free throw, no good. She'll have one more attempt at the line. Just a one-point game, Crater leading 38-37 with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third.
And the second one is good for Jessica Klassen. And Wilsonville is going back to their 2-3 zone. Something that worked pretty well at the end of that first quarter.
Yeah, that's what's worked really well for them for stopping the inside game. Just like that, a block by Amelia Bishop, and she'll get that rebound over to Jessica Klassen with another drive, but it'll be a travel. Crater taking the ball under Wilsonville's basket.
That was a great stop by Crater on that possession. Really getting back on defense and preventing that easy layup. Looks like they're trying to go back at Maya Van Hook into the paint again.
That's something that's worked really well for them so far. something Wilsonville hasn't really been able to stop either. 3-point attempt by number 31, Nakaya Ellis, and good. Wilsonville with the drive, no good. Crater with the rebound, over to Maya Van Hook. Layup is good. Timeout Wilsonville here.
Wow, they
Just
really
trying to stop the momentum by Crater.
Wilsonville really has not found an answer for Crater's quick rebound and outlet up to Maya Van Hook. She's really been scoring loads of buckets as of late. She's up to 15 right now. My mistake, it has been 17. And for the Wildcats, it's Sydney Guttridge with 11. That's been a very good 2 players to watch so far, with most of the game have been guarding each other.
Oh yeah, for sure. This is really going to come down to the fourth quarter. Seems like every time Crater gets a run, Wilsonville answers right back. So let's see how that one plays out after that quick run.
Yeah, and per quarter, on average this season, both teams are very close with how many points they score per quarter. So this should end up being a very close game.
Wilsonville averaging about 14 per quarter, and Crater with about 18. So it's going to be a really close fourth quarter. See how Wilsonville can change their momentum, get this game into their favor.
And outside the timeout, Crater is starting with a full court press that has worked pretty well so far.
Wilsonville right off the bat getting into their motion offense. Looking for Tegan McNamee on the inside, something they haven't really gone to this whole game. Tegan McNamee with the fadeaway jumper attempt, no good. Crater will get that ball.
And it seems like this third quarter, Crater has been playing a lot more calm down basketball. They're not really running as fast as they did at the beginning of the game. And that was a foul on the Wildcats.
Foul's going to be on number 24, Jessica Claassen. It's going to be Alexis Woodard at the line. She'll miss the first, have one more attempt at the line. Sydney Burns checking in for Jessica Claassen for Wilsonville. Pace really slowing down for both teams this quarter. It's going to come down to who picks up the pace first. Kayla Heeb almost losing that ball, but she'll recover. Wilsonville resetting the offense. Reese Tim with the drive, and she'll be fouled. Foul's going to be on number 24, Sydney Gray.
And that will send number 5, Reese Tim, to the line for 2. And the first one is off.
Reese Tim will have one more attempt at the line. Number 14, Eliza Idiart checking in for Crater. Second one good for Reese Tim.
Great steal by Sydney Guttridge. And
But a steal right back by Alexis Woodard. It's going to be out of bounds, but it's going to stay Crater ball. Crater inbounds to Eliza Idiart in the corner. No good. Wilsonville will rebound. Crater triple teamed on that rebound, and it's going to be a kick ball as Sydney Guttridge throws it off one of their legs. Sydney Burns inbounds.
It looks like Crater is going back into that 2-3 zone.
Sydney Gutteridge for three, no good. Maya Van Hook with the fast break layup, no good. That one's a surprise, as Maya Van Hook has been one of the biggest presences from Crater on that inside game.
Yeah, and it still feels like Wilson hasn't found the answer to stop it so far.
It's going to be number 24, Sydney Gray at the line for Crater. That foul was on number 14, McNamee.
And Sydney Gray is off with the first. And the second one
good. Wilsonville pushing it up court, trying to find an answer for Crater's little run there. Reese Tim for three, good! Wilsonville finally finds an answer with that three-pointer from Reese Tim. Alexis Woodard from Crater launching up a three.
And
Tegan McNamee recovers, and Wilsonville gets that one. It's a tied-up game, 2 seconds left, and that'll end the third quarter with a tie game. Wilsonville 44, Crater 44.
And we'll be right back after this. And we're back for the fourth quarter of the OSAA Les Schwab girls playoff game between the Wilsonville Wildcats and the Crater Comets. And the score will start the fourth quarter as 44 all, with Wilsonville starting with the ball.
The energy in here is ridiculous, just loud from both teams. Both teams trying to get an edge on the court, and they can't seem to do it. Sydney Gutteridge with the floater.
Whenever Crater goes on a quick run, Wilsonville always counters with the quick few steals, brings it back, always at the end of the quarter. Let's see if that trend stays.
Sydney Burns with the ball poke loose. Sydney Gray recovers.
Offensive foul on number 35, Alexis Woodard, for Crater.
Looks like there's going to be a technical on the court on Alexis Woodard.
And it looks like Wilsonville has chosen Sydney Burns to shoot the technical free throws. Lots of pressure for the freshman.
Yeah, Wilsonville now in the bonus for the rest of the game. Crater with 6 fouls.
That was a very huge play for the Wildcats to get that stop. Now let's see if Sydney can capitalize on the technical foul.
Technical free throw. The first one's good by Sydney Burns. She'll have one more. That one's no good, but Wilsonville will get the ball under their own basket. Or on the sidelines, my bad. Wilsonville leading for just the third time this game, 45-44.
Wilsonville has not really gotten much of a lead so far. They've just kept it close. But
great pump fake by Reese Tim. Pump fake attempt by Tegan McNamee, but it's going to be a travel. Crater will get that ball.
And it looks like Wilsonville is going into a full court press, sending everybody onto their side of the half court. Crater was very good at breaking this press early on by just throwing it over the top.
For sure, Wilsonville. It's going to be a travel by Maya Van Hook on that recover, and Wilsonville's going to get the ball.
Wilsonville recently has been very good at collapsing on her when she gets the ball in the center. You always will now see 3 at least on her.
Sydney Burns inbounding. Sydney Guthridge running the point has been really crucial for Wilsonville, moving to offense really well. Sydney Burns on the drive, no good. Crater will get that rebound. And a block by Reese Tim. It'll fly out of bounds, and Crater will get the ball under their own basket.
It looks like a substitution on the court. Number 14, Eliza Idiart, in for 44, Avery Young. It looks like Crater recently has been going very small on offense, and on defense she'll bring in the taller players.
Crater with the missed three-point attempt.
And
running right into the scores table. Three-point attempt by Crater, no good, but they'll recover that rebound, resetting their offense for another attempt. Second chance points has been something that both teams have had the opportunity to get, but have not been executing this game.
Great spin move by
Maya Van Hook,
bringing her total to 19 points. She has been an animal in the paint so far, getting rebounds and finishing strong.
It's going to be a travel by Sydney Guthridge, something both teams have been suffering from this quarter.
Both teams are really trying to push the pace, and it's really making some easy mistakes that they could change.
And a steal by Tegan McNamee. Goes up for the layup, and no good, but Sydney Burns will recover that rebound. And a foul when she dishes to Reese Tim, goes up for the layup. She'll have 2 shots at the line.
And that foul will be on Nakia Ellis, her second, and the team's 7th for the game. And Reese Tim makes the first, tying the ball game.
Second one is good for Reese Tim. Takes the lead yet again for Wilsonville. Crater will inbound. Alexis Woodard checked in back into the game after that technical foul earlier this quarter.
Crater's doing an effective job with the back pick, setting him open for easy layups. And again,
Maya Van Hook.
Maya Van Hook with a very tough layup.
Maya Van Hook, just a name we've been saying over and over and over again this game.
And there's a reason for it. Wilson just had not found an answer for her, just blowing by. She's doing an amazing job of finishing at the bucket.
Yeah, she's really been a leader for her team this season, leading them to 9th in state with just 5 losses in conference play.
The leading scorers for each team is Maya Van Hook with 21, Eliza Idiart with 7, and Mackenzie Ryerson with 6. And then for the Wildcats, we have Sydney Guthridge with 11, Reese Tim with 9, and Tegan McNamee with 8. Both very consistent scorers for both sides. And outside the timeout, Wildcats will start with the ball.
5:33 left in this fourth quarter. Crater up 1 point.
And Crater's back into the full court press. This is a matchup we've been looking for. Sydney Guthridge and Maya Van Hook.
Sydney Burns getting the ball poked loose there, and a turnover by Sydney. Maya Van Hook will recover, layup, no good. Kayla Heeb will recover that rebound. Sydney Guthridge slowing down the offense for Wilsonville, trying to reset, get something on this offensive end. Sydney Guthridge over to Jessica Clausen. Jessica Clausen quiet this second half. They'll really be looking for her end game to get some three-point presence on the court.
And a big drive by Sydney Burns.
Sydney Burns with 9 points this game.
Wow. Another great take by Maya Van Hook. She has really been that scoring leader that Crater has needed in this fourth quarter.
Jessica Clausen for three, no good. But Sydney Burns will recover that rebound, put it right back up and in. Sydney Burns has been that player Wilsonville has been looking for on every single one of their runs. 11 points for her this game.
And she isn't scared that she's a freshman. She's playing right with the seniors in the Duke, and it's really good to see.
Yeah, 100%. Wilsonville really firing back on Crater. Every time Crater just gets that little edge, Wilsonville comes right back.
The score is 51-50. Wilsonville leads with 4 minutes and 10 seconds left in the ball game. Wow, this is going to be a dramatic finish.
Just great momentum coming from both teams. Both teams want to get to the Gill Coliseum real bad this year. Crater looking to keep their streak, and Wilsonville looking to end theirs of not making it to Gill.
It looks like Crater will start with the ball outside of the timeout.
Crater starting with the ball. Wilsonville with the full court man press yet again. Just trying to get that ball back as quick as possible. Crater inbounds to Maya Van Hook. Wilsonville keeping him in the backcourt as long as possible, but they get that full court pass to Alexis Woodard and in.
That's something that Wildcats been beat on, that full court press.
Reese Tim with the corner three brings Wilsonville right back and fires up that 2-point lead for Wilsonville.
And Reese Tim is now the leading scorer for the Wildcats with 12 points.
Alexis Woodard answers right back with the two of her own, tying up the game for Crater. Wilsonville moving in that motion offense. Reese Tim into Sydney Burns, no good. And it's going to be Crater ball.
Up to Maya Van Hook.
With that risky pass. Sydney Burns up and in. Gives Wilsonville yet another 2-point lead. And a steal by Sydney Burns, but it's going to be a travel. Crater will get the ball under their own basket. That was a tough call.
That really was. Aggressive play, just rolled over the basketball.
Crater with the missed three-point attempt, but Sydney Gray will come in with that rebound, tying up the game yet again. Just 2:50 left, and there has been so many lead changes in this fourth quarter.
Yeah. It seems like both teams are just scoring at will, and they're just getting it whenever they want. See if defense can win this game for them.
Speaking of defense winning this game, number 31, Nikaya Ellis for Crater with the block. Wilsonville will recover, and it's going to be a foul on number 24, Sydney Gray.
That foul was actually on number 30, Kayla Heeb. Bringing in Kayla Heeb, that's her third, and Wilsonville's sixth. So both teams will now be in the bonus the rest of the ball game.
Wilsonville has not really been given such a late fourth quarter test this season. Let's see how they handle this one. Both teams upping the intensity.
Sydney Gray with an amazing take, giving Crater the lead with 2 minutes left in the ball game.
Wilsonville out to Reese Tim. Reese Tim will travel on the drive attempt, and it's going to be Crater ball.
Lots of quick feet late in this game. Nerves are rising quickly. And that's an and one for number 21, Mackenzie Ryerson.
That'll bring the lead for Crater up to 4 points. She'll get one more attempt here at the line and try and up that lead to 5.
And that foul is on Kayla Heeb, her fourth. Let's see if Mackenzie can put this to a 5-point lead, and she does. Crater is leading 61 to 56.
Sydney Burns will lose control of the ball. Crater will recover. Alexis Woodard bringing it up the court on a fast break.
And Wilsonville
Pass
gets
attempt to Maya Van Hook. Wilsonville will recover, but it's going to be a foul. Foul's going to be on number 20, Maya Van Hook for Crater. Kayla Heeb at the line for 2. Or for the 1 and 1. My mistake. First one good. She'll get one more attempt here at the line, bringing the lead down to 4 points with 1:30 left. Second one good as well. Crater will get the ball. Timeout's going to be, or Crater's going to call a timeout. 1 minute and 30 seconds. We'll be right back after the break.
And we're back with the OSAA Les Schwab girls playing walk-in game. Winner advances to Gill Coliseum.
Crater inbounds. Wilsonville picking up that intensity on defense, just trying to get something back. 3-point lead here for Crater. Crater really slowing down their offense, trying to run down the clock as much as they can. Inside, steal by Reese Tim. Crater with the double team. Cindy Burns pushing up for the fast break.
And Wilsonville needs a bucket on this play. Let's see if they can get one. And a corner three by Kayla Heeb is off. Rebounded up to Alexis Woodard. And another timeout by Crater to slow down the game.
Wow. Those timeouts are going to come in crucial late this game.
With 47.5 seconds left, Crater remains with 3. It's just a tough thing. Does Wilsonville foul, or do they just go for the steal?
Yeah, real tough decision here with 47.5 seconds left in the fourth. Winner of this game advancing to play the winner between Corvallis and LaSalle Prep.
Wow.
LaSalle, one of the more dominant teams in 5A for the girls, second in league, with their top player, Tasty, going to Maryland next year.
And Crater will begin the last portion of this game with the ball. Both teams are in the bonus. Let's see how Wilsonville will play this.
Crater will inbound the ball with a 3-point lead.
Inbounded into Sydney Gray.
Pushed into the corner to Alexis Woodard. Over to number 21, Mackenzie Ryerson. Really moving the ball on top of the key. And a foul by number 22, Sydney Guthridge.
That will send Sydney Gray to the line for a 1-and-1. And the first one is up and good, bringing the lead to 4.
Number 22, Presley Robeson for Crater checking in.
And the second one is good, bringing her total points for the game to 11.
Sydney Burns with the drive. She'll be blocked. It'll go out of bounds, and Wilsonville will keep the ball with 28 seconds left. Wilsonville's going to call a timeout here, discuss what they're going to do for the end of the game. We'll be right back after this break.
And Wilsonville is starting back with the ball under the bucket with under 30 seconds left, down 5. They really need to get a quick bucket on this play.
Inbounding to Reese Tim. Reese Tim saving it from the backcourt violation. Sydney Burns will recover, and it's going to be a foul. Looks like the foul's going to be on number 21, Mackenzie Ryerson from Crater.
And that is Ryerson's 4th for the ball game.
Sydney Burns at the line. She'll shoot a 1-and-1. Alexis Woodard checking in for Crater. Number 44, Avery Young checking out. Sydney Burns, free throw, no good. Crater will rebound. Push that full court pass to number 21, Mackenzie Ryerson. Will bring the lead up to 7 points for Crater with just 12 seconds left. Sydney Burns for 3, no good. She'll get her own rebound. 5 seconds left on the clock. Reese Tim to Sydney Guthridge for 3, no good. That'll end the game.
That will send Crater to play the winner of Corvallis versus LaSalle Prep at Gale Coliseum. A very hard-fought battle between the two teams, with the final score being 65-58 in favor of Crater.
Yeah, for sure. Crater will advance to the next round and play Corvallis.
And I say the player of these games for Crater was Maya Van Hook, and for Wilsonville, Sydney Guttridge. What do you think about those two performances tonight?
Yeah, Maya Van Hook, just somebody that Wilsonville could not stop all night, and that really hurt them in the end.
Yeah, just how easy. They just broke the press, threw the overball, and she was there with her speed. And that will be everything. Thanks for tuning in to Wilsonville Broadcast Network of OSAA's Les Schwab Championship Playoff walk-in game between the Crater Comets and the Wilsonville Wildcats.
The Oregon School Activities Association thanks you for listening to this OSAA U.S. Bank Les Schwab Tires State Championship event. Les Schwab Tires celebrating more than 55 years of pride in performance. U.S. Bank proud to celebrate its 33rd year of supporting OSAA state championships. We hope you enjoyed this broadcast of an OSAA state championship event.